So my name is Frank Willens and I'm here in the Manchester International Festival.
My name is Mette Ingwertsen. I'm a Danish choreographer and dancer.
My name is Martin Spangberg and I've sort of put it together.
I'm Esther Salomon. I'm a performer, choreographer.
The piece is interested in modes of attention.
It's not on nothing, it's rather for nothing.
It's a kind of sequence of natural phenomena.
There's a particular quality or a particular, relationship to the space, to the music.
Do we ever know who we are or who other people are?
The space of time is organized. We did not feel these silences.
I'm a performer, choreographer, and I was invited to present a solo piece called Dance for Nothing that I will perform here in this space in the Mayfield Depot. So in the piece, the text that I'm reciting is the music. Since John Cage has written this piece back at the time as he has written his other musical works. So beside that text, there's no other music.
What structure is that simply to tell about this stock, which is contained within a space of time.
And of course, this is challenging for everybody because it's a very paradoxical work because the music is done by words. So I would say it's neither improvisation and neither a set choreography. It's somewhere in between.
Some objects on stage might have value, some not at all, but it's very important that all the objects are absolutely equal. They are here because they know that they are in the world, and they are in the world in the same way, equally. Me and a bunch of people, dancers and performers, we arrived yesterday mostly from Sweden, but also a little bit from all over Europe. And we're presenting a piece tomorrow and then 3 days called Epic. The piece is interested in modes of attention. The people are not kept busy. But they can do more or less whatever they want, which if that implies having a nap or having a small conversation with a friend or watching the piece or thinking about stuff, that's all fine. The most challenging part and the most interesting for me, always in making performances, and maybe particularly with Epic, is to set up a protocol that makes everything impossible. A situation where you say, I'm giving up immediately. That's the moment that I want to start to work. So with Epic, the format of 4 hours of endless amounts of objects, it's 4 hours of choreography is what the choreographer normally does in a decade. So having to make this also forces us to work in other ways, which forces us to think otherwise, right? And for me, that's central to artistic work, is not to do what we already know that we can do, but the artistic field is exactly a territory where we can challenge ways of thinking, not only for ourselves, but also for us together.
I'm here with a piece called Evaporate Landscapes, which is basically the first piece where I worked with materials instead of with human bodies. And so it's a very unusual work if you look at the development of my different artistic propositions. And I'm in this incredible Mayfield tunnel. The performance is a sequence of 4 materials. All the materials have an organic quality. We work a lot with what I call semi-materials. So it's foam and bubbles. It's materials that evaporate and disappear by themselves, but that has a certain duration. So the piece has a very durational quality, and it was an incredible experimentation to figure out how these materials actually behave, but also, of course, what they are capable of.
He spoke to me about reading
He'll
that
go
book.
to Dublin.
He listened quite attentively to what I had to say about that book.
he'll really smell on a bus.
The premise is two people who know each other, probably roommates. One always talks about the past, and the other person predicts at the same time the future.
In the future, it will have a proper one, like a major breakdown.
He's already had a major breakdown.
In the 60s, the idea of the feedback loop was very important. So it's like a feedback between the two. And of course, when this is videotape, you can see you can hear what they're saying, and also watch the body language at the same time.
He's going to have a very profound effect.
He threw Linda's blue hair dye out from the fridge, and then he cleaned the
small
surfaces
group
of the
of
fridge.
people, but I think that those people will really carry that with them for the rest of their lives.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 bless you. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello.
So my name is Frank Willens, and I'm here in the Manchester International Festival presenting a solo called In Further Studies Towards Another Miraculous, which is basically, it's a solo, so it's me, and I have a loop machine and create kind of like sound textures in which I then go into and come into kind of loop with my own presence or my own history in the space. It's about a structure, and it's about a series of kind of scenarios or physical states or tracks, or so I follow a certain program, but it's like it's not that like I have to do this 5 times and then I do this 10 times and then I do the it's like it's malleable, it's changing. I think it's quite powerful to see one figure in this vast post-industrial landscape. It's quite stunning.